Welcome back, everyone. It's Nintendad, and I thought I would do another random thoughts about gaming stuff. These are always just totally at random, hence the name. It's a little new series I'm trying out here. I enjoy it, and I have a lot of random thoughts that are game related, so I have 4 more here. So, as always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate all of you. This channel grows every day almost. I see at least a couple more subscribers. Really helps me get into a good mood sometimes. Not the only thing, obviously, I base my mood on, but it's nice to know there are people out there that are supportive, and you guys are just awesome, guys and gals. Just as always, I really appreciate you. Hope everyone's having a good day. Let's get to it. These are 4 random thoughts about games. First one. I have some amiibo. I have a good bit of them, and I really would like to buy the Solaire amiibo from Dark Souls. Why is it so expensive? I'm guessing, it didn't get, that many of in the release of it. I don't know. But it is ridiculously priced. I really would like to have it, but man, it's so overpriced. I just can't justify doing it. So yeah, I can only imagine that it's because, they were a limited thing, but I don't recall hearing about that being the case, but who knows, maybe Nintendo and FromSoft or whatever, they both kind of just said, look, we're going to just make this many and that's it. And so what's out there is out there, and that's why it's so expensive, but man, it sucks because I really would like to have that one as a huge Dark Souls fan and as a huge amiibo fan. Anyway, here's to maybe getting that one day, but I don't see me spending $100 or more for an amiibo that I'm going to end up opening anyway. So, and that segues me into the next random thought is why I don't keep my amiibo sealed. Well, simply put, I want to use the damn things. I didn't get them to look at them in the box. I get it if some people want to do that, but I enjoy using them. I enjoy looking at all sides of them, having them out of the box. Now, the box art's cool at times, and I get keeping things sealed, and, some of them are going to just keep jumping in price, but I personally open mine, all of them. I don't see, I guess just for me, I don't see the point in keeping them sealed. Maybe some games, if you have them digitally, or you just, you're literally setting out to sell them later for a profit. Other than that, I don't see the point in it. So mine are definitely not sealed, and I don't think I'll ever leave any amiibo sealed. It would have to be like a super rare one, and even then I probably wouldn't even end up getting it. But anyway, moving on. This next one, it doesn't quite segue into that, but it goes back to kind of, what I was saying about games, and that is physical editions of games versus digital versions of games. Now I have both, and I enjoy both at times, and it's nice sometimes when a limited rare game or limited run game or a super rare game or something is $2 or $3 or $4 on the eShop digitally, and then you can go buy a copy for 30, 40, 50 bucks with shipping or whatnot, depending on where you live. So it's nice for that sometimes, but I don't want physical media to fully go away. I mean, I'm old school. I just feel like these consoles that are out now, they're going to be some of the last, if not the last consoles that you can actually get a physical copy of your games. And to me, it's bullcrap because you can't loan anybody the game for them to try it out. You can't resell it if you want to later. There's just many things you can and can't do. Yes, digital is nice and convenient and everything, but I love seeing the wall of red, so to speak, with my Switch games. I'm trying to get a shelf built in my game room where I can have them all face out because I thought that'd be really cool, but I digress. I'm getting a little ahead of myself there, but I just wish... I don't know that physical games will ever fully go away, but we're definitely inching more and more towards digital only, and I just don't like the idea of it. I don't like the idea of digital only money. I don't like the idea of digital games or movies or any of that shit. I mean, to me, you're not really owning something. And I know a lot of people say, oh, well, there's so many patches and stuff. Even a physical game is not really a physical game anymore. Sure, I get it. But there are plenty that are fully on the cartridge or the CD or whatever they're, printed on. So it's no excuse. It's already a billion, however many billions of dollars of industry. I think they're doing okay. I think developers are doing okay money-wise. I think The whole industry is doing just fine. So to do this and to even move towards this, I just hate it. I'm not one of these people, one of these get off my lawn type of people, but, I remember when there wasn't even such thing as DLC. Every game was there. It was on the cartridge, whether it was messed up or not, and you had to deal with it, or you had a good game that you didn't have to deal with any of that crap. But regardless, I don't want physical games to go away, but I see the pros and cons of both, but man, here's to hoping that it could stay around a little bit longer. And I think the Switch games now, and especially Switch games, because Nintendo games just shoot up in value, as we've seen from the GameCube, N64, and Super Nintendo. I think Switch games, especially with this being one of the last hurrahs, so to speak, for physical media, that I think Switch games, some of them in particular, are going to be extremely expensive later on. But time will tell. We'll see. I've spent enough time on this. It's time to move on to the next one. Where is Star Fox, F-Zero, and Donkey Kong? Now, there's been rumors that they're, remastering or whatever one of the GameCube Star Foxes, or one of the F-Zero GX on the GameCube. And there's been rumors of a Donkey Kong game, but I don't see any of it. Nintendo, I feel like you need to go back to the drawing board, especially with Star Fox. You need to figure out what kind of magic was made there with the Super Nintendo and the GameCube version of F-Zero. And Donkey Kong, I know a lot of people liked Donkey Kong Country Returns and Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, but as a fan of the original trilogy, I hated those games. I hated the new games. And I hate that I hate them, but I didn't like that you just had to be Donkey Kong and that, the other characters were kind of support characters. Why couldn't we have it like we used to, where you can switch back and forth? Because honestly, I hate Donkey Kong. He's garbage. He plays like garbage, and it is not a great 2D platformer, in my opinion. It's a good competent 2D platformer, but to me, it is not one of the best that is so claimed all the time. It makes me so irritated because I love Donkey Kong, especially out of all three of these. I love Donkey Kong. And I just want them to do justice, and a lot of people will say I'm crazy because they've already done it, Tropical Freeze, this, that, and the other thing. We need a specific Switch Donkey Kong game, not a report or whatever from the Wii U. We need a from the ground up Switch exclusive Donkey Kong and an F-Zero and a Star Fox. Playing Starlink was awesome, especially on the Switch with having, Fox as a playable character and having those special missions, but they ran out, and I just felt like, not only did that game get repetitive and it kind of sucked in a way, I don't know. And the last Star Fox was garbage. I just think that they need to do something. There should be no reason that they can't make a good Star Fox ever since the N64 version. I personally love the SNES version. That was my first one, obviously, and I loved that as a kid. Even the first F-Zero too. It would just be nice to see these, and maybe they are coming down the pike and these rumors are true. You never know. So that's going to do it for my random thoughts of gaming here today. Thank you all as always for sticking around and supporting the channel, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time.